Hey everybody, and welcome. So today we're going to solve a really cool mystery. How do we talk to computers and AI so they actually get what we're saying? Let's figure it out. I bet this has happened to you, right? You ask a computer something, and it gives you a totally weird, super silly answer. It's kind of funny, but it can also be a little annoying when you really need its help. So let's put on our detective hats and figure out why that happens, and even better, how we can get smart answers every single time.
All right, our investigation starts right now, and our very first clue is a big one. It's all about learning how to give the AI super clear instructions.
Okay, so this has a kind of fancy name. It's called prompt engineering. But don't worry about the big words. It's actually super simple. Just imagine the AI is a chef. Your prompt is just the recipe you give them. And, a really clear recipe makes a yummy meal, right? Well, it's the exact same thing with AI. Okay, check out what a huge difference a good recipe makes. On the left, if you just say, tell me a story, our AI chef is going to be so confused. Who knows what you'll end up with? But look at the right. When you give it a great recipe, tell me a funny story about a robot who loves pizza. Make it 3 sentences long. Bam. The AI knows exactly what to do and gives you a perfect little story. So yeah, being super specific is the secret. So we've got a great recipe. Awesome. We're telling the AI exactly what to do, but what happens if our chef walks into the kitchen to start cooking and the fridge is totally empty? Uh-oh. A perfect recipe doesn't help much if you don't have any ingredients, does it? And that brings us to our second clue. And honestly, this one is even bigger. This isn't just about giving good instructions anymore. This is about giving the AI all the right stuff to work with from the very beginning. So this one is called context engineering. And if the recipe was prompt engineering, then context engineering is all about stocking the kitchen. It means we have to make sure our AI chef has all the best and freshest ingredients. All the facts and details, so it can cook up the perfect answer for us. So, what kind of ingredients are we talking about here? Well, really, it could be anything. For a school project, the ingredients might be the rules your teacher gave you. Or maybe you give it today's news so it knows what's happening right now. Hey, even just remembering what we were talking about a minute ago, that's an ingredient. It's all that background info the AI needs to give a really smart answer. Okay, let's solve a real case together to see how this works. Let's pretend we're going to use an AI to help us plan an awesome family trip to a water park. All right, so look at this. On the left, we have a good recipe. Find a hotel near the water park. But the kitchen is empty. The AI has no idea how much money we want to spend or when the park is open, so it gives us a really unhelpful answer. But now look at the right. We stocked the kitchen. We gave it the context, our budget, the park hours, everything. And with that same recipe, it finds a super fun, cheap hotel right next to the park. See? That's the power of a stocked kitchen. Okay, so we've got our two big clues, right? The recipe and the ingredients. Let's put them side by side so it's super clear what the difference is. Let's break this down real quick. So prompt engineering, that's our recipe. It helps the AI understand how you want it to answer. That fixes the problem of, the AI just doesn't get what I mean. Then you have context engineering. That's our stocked kitchen. It helps the AI know what to answer with, using real facts. And that stops the AI from just making stuff up. So the big idea is you need both, a great recipe and a stocked kitchen for the best answers. Okay, so now we know how to get smart answers from AI today. But what about tomorrow? What's next? Well, as AI keeps getting smarter, the way we work with it is going to get even cooler. This quote right here explains it perfectly. It says that in the future, the real experts won't be the people who just ask good questions. Nope. The real experts will be the ones who build the best kitchens for their AI helpers. The most important thing will be giving the AI all the best ingredients so it can be super helpful. So what does that really mean? It means it's not just about talking to AI anymore. It's about building a whole world for it to learn from. We're not just giving orders. We're kind of like designers, creating these spaces full of information for our AI friends. And that is a much bigger and way more exciting job. And that leaves us with one last big question to think about. In the future, will we just be people who ask for help? Or will we be more like world builders, creating entire universes of information for our AI friends to explore, so they can help us in ways we can't even dream of yet? Pretty cool to think about, right? Thanks so much for joining me.